Aiyana? She glared at him, all her frustration feeding the ire she could feel thrumming in her veins. I don't look anything like me. I've got fur, for the gods' sakes. Appearances are often deceiving. Something about the way he scrutinized her with those fathomless eyes made her squirm with a sensation not altogether unpleasant. His gaze ran appreciatively over her body, a mirror of how she'd considered him, and everywhere his concentration passed left a trail of warmth behind it. It was a new feeling, and Aiyana shoved it away as she reminded herself that she had no time for this. She opened her mouth to order the stranger to leave, but his eyes flicked back to hers and the words died on her tongue. His eyes weren't gold anymore. They had grown dark, nearly black. It was as if he was seeing inside her. Whatever he saw there seemed to please him. The power inside you is invigorating. There was a slight hitch in his breathing as he took a deep breath. With the strength and power I can sense in you, it doesn't surprise me that you dare to wander the dark forest alone. He took a step closer to her, reaching a hand out as if to cup her cheek. Aiyana jolted back, heart beating like a war drum in her chest. It had been so long since she'd been free of her guards. She couldn't remember the last time anyone had dared to reach out and touch her. It was disconcerting. Saamal lowered his hand. I am not here to hurt you, Aiyana. Please don't be afraid. What are you? Aiyana repeated, fighting to keep her voice even. She gestured at his body, almost more jaguar than man. Why do you look like that? Why do I look like this? It is a gift, a manifestation of power. Saamal met her eyes, watching her closely. A gift from the Lord of Near and Nigh. The Black God? A lump rose in Aiyana's throat at the mention of the god of conflict, he who was called the Jaguar King, Smoking Mirror, Death, and a whole host of other names befitting his power. The Black God made you like that? Were you possessed as well? A line appeared between Saamal's brows. Possessed? Aiyana gestured to her body. That's what happened to me. The Black God possessed me, wanted to use me to bring more bloodshed. The sounds of her nightmares echoed in her ears, and Aiyana shoved them away, clearing her throat to try and block out the sounds. Do you have nightmares too? The line between Saamal's brows deepened. I don't understand. Why do you think you were possessed? Why do you think the Black God wants more bloodshed? What nightmares? Aiyana stepped back, eyes narrowing in suspicion at Saamal. Are you a stranger to this kingdom? No. Saamal tried to step closer to her again, but paused when she held up a hand. Aiyana, why are you afraid of me? Why are you afraid of the Black God? Because we worship the White God. We celebrate life, justice, and mercy. The Black God celebrates war, judgment, and bloody sacrifice. The Black God possessed me when I was only a baby, planting his darkness inside me so that I would become an instrument of his violent bloodlust. Frustration burned inside her, and she blinked rapidly to keep the tears at bay. I have fought my entire life against that darkness. Saamal blinked, his lips parted. Slowly the lines in his face tightened, his lips pressing together in a thin line. Claws clicked together as he fisted his hands at his sides, muscles rippling as they tensed.